Caribbean girl, number one scene.
Your question comes from Roxanne Hunt. At what age would you teach your child about sexual education and why? Again, at what age would you teach your child about sexual education and why?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From the moment my child is born, I will start to tutor my child on sexual education. Reason being, he or she needs to develop the educated lifestyle of what is going on in today's world. They need to know the ABCs of sex. First, abstinence, be faithful. Thirdly, to condomize. Thank you.
Gabriel.
Thank you. Sorry, dear. And your question comes from Crystal Bala. If you could choose an animal to represent mothers of the world, which would you choose and why? Once again, the question, if you could choose an animal to represent mothers of the world, which would you choose and why?
Good afternoon, everyone. Judges once again. The animal that I will choose to represent mothers around the world would definitely have to be an eagle. I think an eagle is such a majestic creature. It's a focused, dedicated animal, just like a woman. And an eagle will do anything to protect its young. Thank you.
Shirma. Shirma, your question comes from Ebony Bear. What do you believe is the role of today's woman? Again, what do you believe is the role of today's woman?
Good evening, everyone. I believe the role of today's woman is and was and still is nurturing, caring for her family, being strong, a positive role model, and caring, loving, trying to guide the best way that she can her kids so that she could save them for a future. Thank you.
Jane Gonzalez.
Right here, thank you. And your question comes from Marlon Jones. What are your views on cell phones to be allowed in school? Once again, what are your views on cell phones to be allowed in schools?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, my views
on having cell phones in school is, I think it's a good safety method for children. In case of an emergency, they can contact their parents. Also guardians, it's very imperative, I think, that children have cell phones in school for safety reasons. Thank you.
Ebony Bear. Ebony, your question comes from Lizelle Fronthalder. If you were to become pregnant and the choice came down to either your life or the baby's, which would you choose and why? Again, if you were to become pregnant and the choice came down to either your life or the baby's, which would you choose and why?
Good evening. I would definitely choose the baby's life. I have had 28 years of love and life, and I have fulfilled it, and I think I would give my child an opportunity to go on. Thank you.
Janella Allen Blaze.
How are you feeling? A little nervous? Okay. And your question comes from Shamika Denoon. What have you gained from being in Miss Elegant's Mom 2011? Her question again. What have you gained from being in Miss Elegant's Mom 2011?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What I have gained from being in Miss Elegant Mom 2011, I am more confident in myself, I demand more respect, and I am a more positive role model for my three beautiful children in the crowd here tonight. So I want to say this has been a very rewarding experience, and I will tell everyone they should try it because I feel wonderful on top here tonight. Thank you.
Lenore Singh. Lenore, your question comes from Roxanne Eiffel. Why do you think we should select you as one of our top 5 finalists? Again, why do you think we should select you as one of our top 5 finalists?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I believe you all should choose me as your top 5 finalists because I'm a team player. I love working with people. I love meeting new people and experiencing new things in life. Thank you.
Marlon Jones.
You see the question already? I saw you open it. So you feel because you see it. Well then answer it already. Okay. Your question comes from Danella Allen Blaze. As a mother, do you think that it is wise to remain in a loveless marriage for the sake of the children, and why? Here's this question again, and listen carefully. As a mother, do you think that it is wise to remain in a loveless marriage for the sake of the children, and why?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I do not agree that people should stay in a loveless marriage simply because when there is no love, there is no warmth, there is no life. The children are sad, the parents are sad, that is not of good existence. So I do not believe that people should stay in loveless marriages. Thank you.
Yourself, Prawn Fiber. Your question comes from Tracy and Daniel. If you were given the opportunity to lecture at a primary school, what topic would you choose and why? Again, if you were given the opportunity to lecture at a primary school, what topic would you choose and why?
Good evening, everyone. If I were given the opportunity to lecture at a primary school, I would lecture on respect, because I believe lack of respect is what is causing a lot of the crime and disobedience and immorality in Trinidad and Tobago right now. Thank you.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. While we give the judges an opportunity to deliberate on how these questions were answered, we have some queens in the audience who will grace us on stage.
That's right.
As we allow these lovely ladies to exit.
So give them a lovely round of applause again. Your top 11 semi-finalists. Cool stuff, girls.